black sheep in the
I got you. Every family has one.
Oh, yeah.
Still got a few minutes for any comments or concerns.
You know, I've got a concern. I want to address everyone. My concern is, and I went up to school the other day, and I spoke to a lot of the teachers. And I want to commend the teachers, chairman, superintendent. You got a great set of teachers there. And you've got some kids out there, some children out there really trying to learn. And we're really having issues with behavioral problems. We have those. And before you can teach, before you go into a classroom, before you can start teaching, you have to really learn how to behave. We can take it back to when we were in school. When we were in school, you sat at a wooden desk, your hands on the table, you didn't move. When you walked into class, it was quiet. Now it's changed, the times have changed. And I know it's an issue, and what we need to do is, what I'm trying to figure out, is how can we brainstorm and really work on, it seems like in school, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent, that we need to work on behavioral, and the teachers are forced to really work on behavioral issues, which really they're not trained to do. I mean, they learn skills of classroom management, but this is what we really need to focus on. And I know we always say, it's the parents' fault, but I think it's a multifaceted fault. You've got TV, kids are fooled by TV, by the community and environment, and I know that in Cuthbert, there's really nothing much to do. And you know what? I'm going to applaud you all for coming. Wow, this is great. I wish we had more concerned people coming out to really find out what's going on here. And we all need to put our heads together, because times are going to get a little tougher to see what we can do. And I say this personally, Mr. Jenkins, and I mean, Superintendent and Chairman probably realize this, but we need to brainstorm. We really need to brainstorm. I'm just talking right now. I was thinking tonight as I was coming up here, because I was asking about when they're going to have the next board meeting. We speak on my nephew. He was suspended today from school. When the child is suspended from school, what happens? It's like a domino effect. The parent has to stay home with them, so the parent is punished. Okay? They lose a day of work, pay of work. So that's an economic factor. And I was saying, you know what? Maybe I should come up with an idea. When kids are suspended, maybe I open up a behavioral school, or not a behavioral school, but where they can come in and just learn behavioral skills, how to cope, how to deal in a respectful way. Because they don't need to be on the street. I spoke to the chief last week. Each of those kids who have behavioral issues, it's a jail cell being made for them right now. And each of the kids I've dealt with in alternative school over the past couple of years have been incarcerated and arrested because they haven't been taught how to cope with basic behavioral skills. Because when they walk through this environment right now, all they know how to do is just disrespect adult authority figures. They're influenced by TV. But heck, they disrespect all of us. They don't care what they say or what they do. So I just want to put that on your minds for right now, okay?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
The school that you're talking about opening, for the purpose of doing what now?
I think about if we could open, it's not even a school. We couldn't live with a school, but just almost a place where the kids who are suspended, or sometimes just where the parents can say, you know what, maybe they can just stay here, and we can work on behavioral skills.
Good.
But you've got to have the right personality. You've got to have the right fit for the right job there. Someone who can really work with these kids and teach them and really show them love and kindness. Well, they're used to people just hollering and yelling at them.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
When you build that school, beside that school, you build one for the parents. We are responsible for our kids and their attitude before they get to school. We as parents are responsible for those kids before they walk into that classroom. That's who's responsible. So I have two schools. Got one for the parent.
If
So
they
they're
let's go
responsible
for
for
it.
Well,
I agree with you
so
there.
don't put that on the teachers.
No, I don't put it on the teachers. No, I'm just saying, what I'm saying is,
That
when the
parent, that home is responsible for that child.
Right, but what I'm
The
saying,
behavior comes from home.
And then may I say something?
yes, sir.
See, when I was in school, and if I was out of class, did something wrong, Mr. Freeman didn't have to call my parents and ask them, did he have their permission to whoop me? If I was out of school or did something wrong, he whooped me. And then he called my mother and told him that I got a whooping, and when I got home, I got another whooping.
Well, somewhere there's a disconnect, and I understand what you're saying, I'm saying there's a disconnect.
Matter of fact, I would have rather for him not to call home until I got a whooping.
Back then, didn't nobody want that parent because they say you just think you got a whipping at school.
Well, let me say this, you know, we open this gym up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. Mr. Gaston be down there sometimes playing ball, and I be down there sometimes down to the gym playing ball. And you know, we have kids with all type of situations. But the thing about that is, you got to be able to interact with kids so they can understand and trust you.
You got to.
I can walk down in that gym right now, if there are students down in that gym, and make everything in there shut up. Adult, student, or whatever. And the only reason that they will do that, they won't tell me to shut up or try to, you know, raise their voice at me, is because of the respect.
There you go.
You got to be able to give some respect, and you gotta listen. But at the same time, providing recreation for our students in this community. And if there were any statistics that was done, since that gym has been opened up during that time, those kids have somewhere to play. And I want the parents to know, if the setting should change within this school system, more than likely, that's gonna be changed.
Exactly.
And our kids will not have any place to go and play ball on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and a lot of different things are gonna happen. This entire community is responsible, white, black, polka dot, whatever. But if something should change within this setting, in this community, that is negative, then our kids will be the one to lose.
Amen.
Now, and I say right here to the parents and anybody else, and I've said it again, I make $69.36 a month being on the Board of Education. But I would take the stand that I've took for the last 16 years if I wasn't paid 1 red cent. And we cannot allow anyone to come in this community, to come in our school system, and mess up what's been good for our students and staff. Because if we do, then it's our fault if we allow that to take place. Sure, no school system is perfect. Our school system is not perfect. But we run rings around the other school system from an academic standpoint in the surrounding counties. We've come a long way. I remember back in the early 90s in the elementary school where no black teachers had any white children in their classrooms. That was crazy. That was ridiculous. Brought the Justice Department in and they changed all that. It should be where all students in the school system get the same quality education.
Amen.
And I will tell anybody, and I will tell you all, we're not going to allow that to change.
Exactly.
We're not going to allow it to change.